Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. Welcome back to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is a March 1st through March 7th plan with me. Today is Monday the 1st. I'm a little bit late. I don't know where my weekend went. Well, actually I do. My sister came into town, so I know where my weekend went. So if you're new to my channel, this is kind of how I plan out my week. I have a daily to-do list and I block it out by day, any appointments I have or anything that I have planned. And then from here, I fill it into my half-letter disc. And this is kind of my catch-all planner. It's where I plan my meals. It's where I track my food, my activity, everything in here. And then I do have a personal size planner where I use printables. And this is more like a recap of each day, and I use this when I do my memory planning. So I finally caught up on my memory planning, so I was able to remove 3 weeks out of my planner because these are now caught up and I can store these, and I still have a couple more weeks to catch up, so I got a little bit behind. The system has been working well for me. I'm gonna switch it a little bit this week and you'll see why I feel the need to do that, but overall, it's been a really good week. And these are from, I think these are Peanuts Planner Co. inserts. And I'm also going to be doing a no spend for the month of March. Now, this is not a zero no spend because I've tried that and it's just not, doesn't work well for me. So I'm going to do 15 out of the 31 days. This insert is from Little Miss Fancy Plans. And this one is the one where you purchase it, but she also has this as a printable. I do have the printable for my A5, but for this one I bought and she sent it to me. What I liked about this is you could easily color code it and really kind of see exactly the ones that you did. And then on the back, you can kind of give yourself the rules. So my goal is 15 days, no spend. What's allowed is bills, giving, and entertainment. Because my sister is in town, I did budget for entertainment. So as long as I stay within that budget, I don't look at that as a spending that I've spent. The other exception I have is I do belong to a book club. If we decide on a new book, then I would need to purchase that. And then there's some tips and techniques, and it's kind of funny because it's like, do you need another planner? Do you need another notebook? No, you don't. So it just makes me laugh because it's so true. So that is another goal I have for this month. So let's go ahead and get started. So I did retire at the end of November, if you're new to my channel. And I accepted an early retirement plan. My company did a reorg and I didn't want to do a job that I felt like I wouldn't be happy in, or that I really just would be working more hours than I already had. And I said, you know, I'm going to take the package and decide what I want to do. And my husband and I had a lot of conversation about it. He's like, you don't need to go back to work. If you want to, great. If you don't, that's fine. He retired from one career and is now working a more than full-time job. So I kind of said that I'm a house manager. I feel like I've accomplished so much in the time that I've been off, which is December, January, and February, because I've gotten like calls made and repairs done and things like that I never took time for when I was working. And with both of us working, it was just hard to get things like that done. So I do feel like there's enough to do every day to keep me busy. But on the other side of it, I miss that feeling of being productive. I miss the feeling of kind of that, you know, relationship you have with people that you work with. And so part of my package was a company that helps you to find a placement. It's basically a placement company. And I had till the end of February to decide if I wanted to use the service. And then once I decided yes or no, then I have 2 months worth of the service. So on the 26th of February, I said yes and sent them my resume, and they are like on it. When I did tell them what I was looking for, I really felt like the guy would quit because I was like, I want to work from home. I want to work part-time. I never want to get in a position where I'm working 60 hours plus a day, you know, a week. And that I wanted to have some flexibility. I mean, I'm enjoying going to yoga every morning, and I like being able to walk with my sisters and things like that. So you know, I do have a lot of requirements, and he felt like it would very, in this environment that we currently have, there are so many more work from home jobs that can be flexible, that can be part-time. So we'll see. But the reason why I kind of bring this all up is when you look at my plans, I went to a daily planner because all of a sudden I have all these appointments and Zoom meetings and, you know, things that I have to do for this company that I didn't have to do before. So I did decide that I'm going to go back to a daily planner just as I work through this process. And then if in a couple of weeks I decide that no, I don't want to go back to work, or there really isn't anything that I want to do, then I can definitely just say, you know, no thanks. So that is a long story to tell you what we're going to be doing today. So here is my daily to-do list that I have blocked out so far. And so we're looking at the month of March. I do want to go back really quickly and just review what I was able to accomplish for last week. So I had a few things on my list that were like drop dead, had to be done, and I had been putting them off. And that's one thing that I found in, you know, being home all the time and being able to say, well, I'll do it tomorrow, or, you know, the weekends didn't need to be full of to-dos because I could do them on Tuesday. So I do find sometimes that I'm not as productive as I would like to be because it's easy to push it off to another day. So that's something that I'm really working on, and that's why I started doing plan with me's again and doing block scheduling, because I want to be able to feel at the end of the day that I accomplished everything on my to-do list, but that I was super productive. I don't think you go from working, you know, since you're 16 all the way through to almost 60 and have that kind of intensity of the schedule and then just kind of stop working. I'm having a hard time just feeling like I've accomplished something if I don't get things off my to-do list. So my priorities for the week were to track food, activity daily, the taxes, which should have a big star and highlight, and then organization. So I'm kind of going section by section through my house and organizing and purging and things like that. I also joined a book club, and I needed to read the book because our Zoom meeting is Thursday this week. I needed to get the taxes in the mail by Saturday. I needed to update my February expenses. I have a wedding shower to go to this week, so I needed to get the gift, and I need to find something to wear. So these were kind of my priorities or must-dos. And I will say I'm very happy with what I was able to accomplish and still have time to kind of do some things I wanted to do. My other goal was to work at least 2 hours a day on my Etsy shop, and I met that goal and kind of exceeded it on some days. I kind of got into the groove. I do have some new releases coming up. I still need to photograph them and finish the listings, but all the product is made. I feel like, you know, I literally was laminating envelopes, I felt like morning and night. So they're ready to go. I just need to get the listing up. So, which is probably sometimes the hardest part. So rolling into the month of March, my to-do list that I have been writing down, a shower gift for Julia, is done. The taxes have been mailed. I did the sleep study, and I'm going for my follow-up. I have not gotten the shingle shot yet. I'm really just dreading that. I've heard it's very painful and that you don't feel good. So I think next week I'll get that. My sister's here this week, so we have a lot of activities planned. And then the following week, the week of the 14th, I'm going to Vegas. So that it would either be next week or at the end of the month. So here is what kind of prompted me to do a daily schedule. So on Tuesday at 11:45, I have my follow-up for my sleep study appointment, and that is an in-office meeting. In the morning at 7, I have yoga. In the afternoon, I have a almost 2 hour virtual meeting from 2 to 3:30. Wednesday, I'll have yoga, and then on Thursday, I have an 8 a.m. Zoom call with my career counselor and my book club that evening. Friday, we're going horseback riding. Saturday is the shower. My sister leaves on Monday. So it's going to be a very full week, and they kept asking me to do different things, and I was trying to write things down. So, you know, I understand there's a sequence of order, you know, when you're looking at this, like I already updated my resume and sent that in, and then it went through review, and then it was posted, and then they keep sending me links to check different opportunities, and I haven't really even taken the time to do that. So I do need to start blocking like maybe an hour a day just to kind of go through the emails and go to their website and look at my dashboard and my to-do list. I feel like if you were somebody that you were looking for a job and you wanted to go to work right away, I mean, this company has been great, and I know that they're being paid from my old employer, and so there is a definite motivation for them to do this versus somebody, you know, that maybe they don't have a corporate contract with. So I will say they have been great on follow through, and I feel like they've been really on it. I just don't know that I have absolutely decided that I want to go back to work. And I had so many requirements when I was talking to him that I felt like he was just going to say, I quit. Like, no amount of money is worth dealing with this woman who is very wishy-washy. So the only thing I did know was I did not want to go back into the same industry. And if I went back to the same industry, I didn't want to go back to the same type of position, because just the amount of hours that I was working, I really would like a better work-life balance. When my husband retires in 1 year or 2 years, whenever that might be, I will officially retire. But in the meantime, I definitely have time that I can work. I did want it to be something that I'm passionate about, and I really wanted that flexibility. I don't want to have to be at my desk by 6:30 in the morning or 7:30 in the morning where I can't do some of the things I want to do. So let's get started. So this is the sheet I'm going to be using. This is the daily from Tool. It came with this organizer. Most of my inserts, my covers, things like that are from Cloth and Paper. So this was actually considered a notebook, and it had the calendar, it had the daily, and this rest back part was just paper. And there were a few of the tabs, the ones that are kind of more that have an insert, these came with the binder. So the rest are planner press. So let's look at Monday first. That's today. So today is the 1st. So I had yoga at 8. I will not be able to walk tomorrow. And then I met my sisters at a restaurant. I had already had breakfast, but so I had tea with them. And then at 10:30, my sister and I went hiking. So I definitely have all my rings closed for today. Then at 11:30, I had lunch. And then, let's see. So film plan with me. The Bachelor's at 7. Priorities. And for the rest of the day, when this is done, I have Etsy orders to work on. I really need to get caught up. So that's kind of how my day is gonna lay out. And then I'll fill in my priorities and my to-do list later. But I kind of just wanted you to see how I'm gonna block out my days. Then on Tuesday, I have yoga at 7. I have my sleep study appointment. It's either 11:30 or 11:45. I have my webinar on Zoom from 2 to 3:30. After yoga, I need to shower. And I've got about 2 hours to get my listings up. I start to work on these tonight when I'm watching The Bachelor. And then after the webinar, I'll start dinner at 5. I try to have dinner started by 5. We eat around 6, and I'm done at 6:30. And then I have the evening free. So my to-do list will be, I need to make sure I booked yoga. I have to email make sure they know I put my taxes in the mail. So I mail the hard copy or all of our receipts, but I really just scan everything. And then I email him and say it's on the way to you so that he can expect it. And if he doesn't get it within a week, he usually calls me back, but I have copies of everything. That was quite a project, and I never want to go through that again. So one of my priorities is to recap February expenses. I need to really make sure that I don't do it to myself, which is go through the entire year and have to pull all my receipts from my shop. It was ridiculous. So took me 3 days, working like 3 to 4 hours a day. So definitely need to recap that. I also need to back up my computer. So I use a photo stick and back up all of my listing photos and all of my personal photos, and I try to do it always on the first of the month. I may not get it done today, but I'll definitely get it done tomorrow. And then my third is my no spend. So I think it's, for me as a spender, I have to plan my no spend. So that means maybe saying, okay, on Wednesday, I'll go to the grocery store, I'll get gas for the car, I'll, you know, go to Starbucks or whatever it is that I'm going to spend money, and make it all one visit. And then, you know that for the next 2 days, I'm not going to plan anything that I need to spend money. Now, there may be things, actually, I'm not going to have that be Tuesday. I'm going to have it be Wednesday. So on Tuesday, our car is in the shop right now. It's all covered under warranty though. So I need to return the car, the loaner car that they gave us, but I'm going to have to gas that up. So right there, I'm going to have one expense. And then I have my doctor's appointment. So that'll be a $40 copay. So that'll be my second expense. And I will more than likely go grocery shopping. I probably have enough food in the house to last me until Friday, but I just don't want to like run out Thursday and try to figure out dinner. Like, I think I have enough, but I have to really plan it out. I haven't menu planned yet. So I'm going to take that off Tuesday, and I'm going to put it on Wednesday. So I'm going to put no spend. And then on Wednesday, I have a pretty open day. So I'll go to yoga in the morning. And then for the rest of the day, it's going to really depend on Etsy orders. It's going to depend on what I need to still do for releases. So I'm just going to put new releases. And hopefully they're done on Tuesday. But if I need to do anything else, I'll finish it up on Wednesday. I want to work on the no spend. I want to, what was I just thinking? Oh, I need to do laundry. I always do a load of laundry on Wednesday, kind of get it done. And then I need to figure out my outfit for the shower. I've already bought the gift. That will be here on Thursday. And so I'm going to go back onto Tuesday. I still need to get a gift card. So I'm going to put that on the day I know I'm going to be out. So on this day, my sister comes back. She's up visiting my parents. She comes back here. So we'll probably go to somebody's house for dinner on that night. But that gives me a big block of time to get some things done. So definitely need to clean. I need to do laundry, and laundry has to be done by 3. We're on that time of day program. So this really, I'm just going to plan on staying home and just getting some things done before the kind of the craziness of the weekend. And then on Thursday, I have my Zoom meeting with my career counselor at 8. And I really didn't want to book this because I like to do the 7 o'clock yoga class, but when I said to him, can we push it back because I have a 7 o'clock yoga class, he was not amused. So, okay. So I said, it's okay, I'll work it out. So what I need to do after that meeting, which is kind of hard because it doesn't really get light here until 7. So that means I want to go outside and walk. I wouldn't have time to come home. And it is a face-to-face Zoom meeting on camera, so I will have to get ready a little bit. So I'm probably going to have to walk or get my activity in afterwards. Which kind of, you know, I've already showered, I've already gotten ready, but I'll work it out. And then at 5, I have my Zoom meeting, my Zoom book club. And then dinner will go back to, last time we were like 2 hours, so I'm going to just say 6:30. So on this day, again, Etsy is always flexible. So when I have orders, I schedule them in right away. I make those a priority. You know, I don't like to have open orders. It stresses me out because I know how I am when I order things. I want them as quickly as possible. And I feel like most people are like me in that respect. And then on Friday, I'm kind of taking what I'm calling a day off. And we're going to go horseback riding at 3, which I have not been for years. Should be interesting. My other sister took off work, the only one that is working right now, and we're going to spend the morning estate selling and going to thrift stores and things like that. So I'm just going to block the whole day as kind of a sister day, which sounds super exciting. I'm very excited for. And then my parents are coming into town, and we're going to have dinner together. So I'm calling it a day off. So I'm not going to try to schedule anything productive. I'm not going to worry about activity. I'm not going to worry about getting anything done around the house. Now, things may come onto my to-do list for Friday. Like if something from my Zoom call he needs like back from me quickly, I can always get up in the morning and get it done before we leave for the day. And then for Saturday, I have yoga at 7. The shower is at 11. And then the evening we're going to have dinner and kind of hang out with family. So I'm going to leave that there. I do need to, at some point today, film a budget with me. I filmed on Saturday last week, but I didn't have a chance to edit or post until late, very late last night. So I don't like to have to do back-to-back videos, and my March setup was super long, really long. And I was missing some footage that I had to go back and find. So I don't like to put that pressure on a Sunday. I really like to kind of block Sunday as some free time. So this is going to have to happen either right here or it's going to have to happen right here. So I do need to stuff my envelopes. I would say Friday, but this is going to be kind of blocked out. So I'm not going to, you know, if I get a chance to do it on Friday, great. If not, then I'm going to have to make time on Saturday. And then I do need to clean. And normally I keep Sunday as a completely unscheduled day. But because of the amount of time that I'm kind of taking to spend time with my sister, I am going to have to get some things done on Sunday this week. Because normally I would get all my to-dos done on Saturday. But between the shower and spending time with her, they're going to roll to Sunday. So there isn't yoga on the weekends, which is great. So what I do is I do my walk. And I do that first thing. And then I have, before that, I can do church online. The Saturday night service is recorded, so anytime after like 7 on Saturday, I can go back and watch that service. So I usually get up first thing Sunday morning, eat breakfast, and watch church. And then after my walk, I've still got some time. I don't know what time we're getting together or what we're doing, but I do need to clean the bathrooms, laundry, which means towels and sheets. Just thought about something else. So I need to make banana bread. My husband is obsessed with banana bread, and so as soon as he finishes a loaf, he thinks it magically appears. So I will need to make more banana bread for him. And Wednesday would be the best day for that. Okay, so let me go back to here and make sure that everything from here is on here. Okay, so I definitely need to put meal prep on Monday. I have to gather and roll out our trash cans. Okay. I'm sure after today, between the yoga, which was a really hard flow class, and hiking, pretty sure I'm going to have a hard time walking tomorrow, so I'm going to have to stretch out somehow. And then on Tuesday, I think I have everything on here. I have yoga at 7. I have my sleep appointment at 11. I have the webinar at 2. I have, let me put grocery shop on here. And again, this is going to be very little, just some fresh foods. I have plenty of other things. I really need very little this week, which is great. And I already put the gift card on here. And then Wednesday, yoga at 8, laundry, just put iRobot. I find if I don't write it down, I forget to run it. And bathrooms. Okay. And then on Thursday, 5 o'clock Zoom club, 7 o'clock Zoom meeting. Got my activity in there and dinner. And then Friday, 3 o'clock horseback riding. I need to wrap the gift for the shower. I have a really bad habit of wrapping it like 5 minutes before I'm walking out the door. And that's everything I scheduled for that day because I kind of want it to be off. And then yoga at 7 for Saturday, the bridal shower at 11, film the budget with me. And then I'm just going to have to put edit upload up here. I should really do a plan with me on Sunday too. Okay, so that is going to be my overall of my week. I did get so much off of my to-do list last week. So for the first like month and a half that I had retired, I really just kind of didn't plan, and I found that things were slipping through. I wasn't getting things done, and it was really bothering me. So I really do like the fact that I'm back to planning and I'm back to having a schedule. What I do find that sometimes I was like, oh, I don't really have anything I need to do, and then I was stressed out because things were, needing to be done, like taxes and things for my shop, and I didn't allow myself the right time to do it, and I kind of wasted time. So I know my personality. My personality is I feel better if I have a plan of action. So whether it be this eating program that I'm on or my activity or exercise, if I don't schedule it and make it a priority, it doesn't happen, because I can lay in bed and totally convince myself at 5 o'clock in the morning that I don't want to do yoga. I don't feel good. I'll just go for a walk later knowing it probably won't happen. So that's my personality. I do better if I write it down and I film it, particularly if I'm like, oh, I can't film that I'm going to do it and then not do it because somebody may call me out on it. So this works out well for me. So I'm sorry that I'm using you all as my accountability partners, but thank you for being there for me. I appreciate it. I also find that I've always preferred a daily, but I felt like I didn't have enough to do to warrant a daily. And so I have these anyways, and I'm going to use it this week and then maybe going forward. I know with this whole interview process and things like that, they schedule so many different webinars and on interviewing and LinkedIn and all these things, and I really have to gear up my mental thought process to say I'm either in or I'm out. I can't just do it halfway. I can't not respond to their emails. I can't, not look at the job postings they want me to look at. So I really have to commit to a certain amount of time per day to make this a priority, just to see if there's something out there that would interest me. Maybe there won't be. Maybe at the end of this process, I decide that, no, I truly don't want to go back to work, and I'm totally fine, doing the things I do. So it is probably the first time in my life. It is the first time in my life that I have not worked. And I'm fortunate that I did get a very nice severance package as part of my early retirement package. So it's not like financially I need to work. But there is something about that accountability of being someplace a certain time, and just, I think it's a mental thing for me as well. I like the mental stimulation of working. I've always enjoyed working, so to me, it's been a little bit more of an adjustment. So it made sense to at least take a little bit of advantage of this program that they're offering, and just to see what's out there and available. And we'll see. Maybe I'll decide, no, I really like being a house manager, as I'm calling myself. So we'll see. So that is everything for today. And I thank you so much for watching and helping me kind of talk through, some decisions that I'm trying to make about going back to work and how I'm planning, and also holding me accountable to get these things off my to-do list. So thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please leave them down below. Take care and have a great rest of your week.